Rain has a way of making the world feel farther away than it really is. What does loneliness actually sound like? Can a place remember the people who passed through it? If a world never stops raining, what exactly is it trying to wash away? Hello everybody, WashUD here, and welcome to Land of Ghosts, a game about a girl walking an endless highway and talking to ghosts. Let's see what they have to say. I'm dozing in the back of my parents' car, lulled to sleep by the vehicle's gently swaying. I drift in and out of consciousness, somewhere between wakefulness and sleep. I hear the sound of raindrops, tapping on the windshield, not loudly enough to be unpleasant, but just enough to softly rouse me from my sleep. It's still early in the evening, probably around 8 p.m. From somewhere deep inside my consciousness, I observe as the street lamps we pass periodically illuminate the thin membranes of my eyelids. White and orange lights set the capillaries running through each of my eyelids aglow, coloring my vision a dark reddish brown as they cast their sinus patterns onto my retinae. The low rumbles of tires making contact with asphalt vibrates through the body of the car. My younger brother is also playing with my parents and me in the car, sitting beside me as he plays a game on his handheld console. The game's sound effects, the upbeat music, and the fanfare that plays upon finishing a level drift into my ear and out the right, along with sound of passing cars and the wind against the windshield. I occasionally register my parents' and brothers' voices, but I can't make out the content of their conversations. On the other hand, I can hear the sound of my own breathing quite clearly. I feel the car curve to the left before an automated voice announces, "ETC card accepted." It seems like we've just gotten onto the highway. I want to be rocked gently by the car forever. From time to time, my parents wake me up when we stop at the rest area, where I go to the washroom, sluggishly rubbing my eyes before drinking a sweet cafe or hot tea under the bright lights of the rest area cafeteria. The tea might be green tea or maybe oolong tea. I would ask my parents to buy me a snack before we get back into the car and head off again towards our destination, somewhere far off in the distance. Sometimes the view outside the window will be a monotonous procession of natural scenery, other times an unfamiliar cityscape. Street lights that run along the highway cast evenly spaced islands of lights, illuminating the path our car traces through the darkness. This exact moment feels familiar, like I've experienced it tens or hundreds of times before. That was the day of the accident that killed my entire family, except for me. Okay? Well, that was quite a bit of an opener. We have any items? Oh my god. Wait a second. Box cutter? Wait a minute. Are we borrowing this from someone? A box cutter that was inside the car. It's quite dirty. It seems like it still cuts well. And a mobile phone. The phone is in my pocket. There's no reception, but the battery still has quite a bit of charge. And we've cracked it. Nice. Nice croaking. Oh, better save. Nice. What a interesting looking menu. Do we have anything to say about the car? appear to be somewhere in Japan. There's a blister pack of prescription sleeping pills lying on the ground. Got sleeping pills? Why do I need sleeping pills? Do I need more sleeping pills? It's almost empty. I don't need more. One is enough. What was I doing before I woke up here? Where am I? Ooh. Oh my god. Now I feel like I want to take all of the sleeping pills. That could be useful for sleeping. Blistered pack. Okay. Why would there be sleeping pills all over the ground? There's what looks like a stack of electricity bills lying on the ground. The paper's waterlogged and the writing a bit hard to make out. But the bill is addressed to where I used to live. Got the electricity bill. It's kind of nostalgic. Can't use it. I'm somewhere on top of a massive bridge. It seems like a highway of some sort. A forest covered in fog stretches out beneath the bridge, beyond which I can make out the faint outlines of a mountain ridge. Several tall transmission towers stand in the distance, red beacons of their aircraft warning lights draw in my eye. Red light is alien to this world of blue. Staring into it, I feel as if I'm somehow stares back, meeting my gaze. I don't feel afraid, though. In fact, something about the red light scattering in the rain is beautiful, almost comforting, like I know it's always be there for me. I reach out towards the red light, pretending to grab it, as if to play with it in my hand. That's a lot of air towers. I'm soaked all the way down to my underwear. Wow, that is really soaked. Does it literally stretch on forever? Is that a TV with a little bonsai plant? Hey, so what's your dad like? Hey, you know Sana lost her family, right? Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I have to go on and live a happy life. You seem like you've been a lot happier lately, Sana. Right, I was just thinking the same thing. I have to be bright and cheerful. I don't get to cry anymore. Even when it hurts, I'm an adult now. I have to be strong enough to pull through this. Because that's what you'd want, right? Mom and Dad? There's a handheld console with a cracked screen lying on the ground. Got the handheld console. The handheld game console my younger brother loved. The LCD screen is cracked. What game was he playing? There's a necklace lying on the ground. You got this silver necklace. The necklace my mother often wore. The color and design pair well with many different outfits. It's beautiful. My head throbs from the sound of the static echoing inside it. I don't want to listen to this anymore. Now I have to see if there was things back here. Oh. Hey, are you listening? I didn't want to say this, but lately you haven't been taking an active role in anything. You're really making an effort to pull your own weight. You're dragging the whole team down with you, you understand that? I'm so scared. Everywhere I look, I just see enemies. It's like something inside my head is tearing itself apart. Every day I feel so lonely and anxious and sad. When I stand in the warm sunlight and look at my own hands, sometimes I feel like a foreign body, something alien that doesn't belong. It's like I'm already dead. Rainy days are the only times I feel like somehow I'm allowed to exist. There's nothing I want more than to die in the rain. To tear this never-ending facade of a normal life to shreds. And just kill myself. Then I'll finally be able to see my family again. My head hurts. Make the noise stop. It feels like my head's about to explode. I should check out that payphone back there. Payphone? Hey, are you there? Hello? Don't go, please. Just come back and we can talk this out. I told you I'd be there for you, didn't I? Come on, I know you can hear me. I'm just tired of everything. I don't want to hear any of this anymore. My head hurts. Is that a ladder? I can see a river running below the highway. I wonder what it looks like down there. Me too. Carefully making my way down the ladder, I descend into the forest. A large river runs right beside the area I've stopped down to. The quiet murmur of the rich yet pure water flowing by stimulates my eardrums, producing a pleasant sensation. Unlike the highway up on the ridge, a thick fog blankets the forest, which consists mostly of coniferous trees like Yezo spruce, broken up only by the occasional stand of deciduous trees. Wow. The grass and moss are strewn with pebbles and gravel, perhaps carried by there by previous inundations of the river. Dead grass, now a rotten brown, clings to the tree branches among other detritus swept along by the river, with the forest floor in a similar state of chaos. For no particular reason, I touch the bark of the tree beside me. In doing so, I become aware of the visceral presence of my physical body, feeling each heartbeat as it sends blood coursing through my veins down to my fingertips. The bark has a faint warmth and a pleasant smell to it. I feel like it's been a very long time since I've touched something and stopped to search for the right words to express the exact sensation of its texture. Despite being a human with dyed hair and wearing clothes, I feel almost like I've become a wild animal. I stand in an opening in the trees listening to the branches and leaving rustling in the wind. Oh, and leaves rustling in the wind. The colossal highway that I had been walking along seems to stretch on endlessly into the distance above my head. The river running by the foot of the bridge carves a snaking path through the land, flowing with such intensity it threatens to overflow its banks. The fog through which the rain falls condenses into droplets of moisture on the walls of my windpipe. I become completely one with the atmospheric layer around me. My ears ring, but here in this place, even that dissonance feels somehow like it's allowed to coexist. I decide to try following the river. This is about the time where I would pick up a rock and carry it with me for a while. Maybe we didn't find a good rock. Nice place to sit. Maybe not. A piece of driftwood fell into the stages of decomposition covered in a layer of moss. A few mushrooms poke their heads out of the ground around where it meets the driftwood. Okay. Maybe not. Still would probably work as a chair, though. What about this one? Same deal. My head hurts. I feel like I'm sinking underwater while my ears ring. What's this? A bush with some berries. They shine with a juicy luster even in this thick darkness. Don't eat them. I guess actually it probably wouldn't matter if we ate them now, huh? Press P to be happy. Oh, I am down. Love it. I wonder if being happy is going to be useful here in a moment. It is crazy thick forest. There's a bit of a clearing here. I can hear the splish splash of raindrops falling onto the pools of water. I hope I don't get fallen stuck down the bottom split of mud. True. That would probably not be fun. But then again, our underwear already is wet, so what a beautiful place. Not much more to get soaked, is there? But if you were here with me, I'd have... Oh. Whatever. I'm finally free. A trash can? Who would have expected to find a vending machine here? It seems to be operating, too, judging from the artificial light it emits. I guess you wouldn't need to worry about bringing drinks if you came here for a picnic. A deep blue rock. It's completely cold to the touch. Its refusal to give off even the slightest warmth feels very noble in a way. Wow, what is this thing on loop? Are those deer connected by a leash? What the? A rock. It wobbles with a dull sound when I tap it with my foot. The speckled dots carved into its surface look like a starry sky stretching out above a thick layer of clouds. Uh-huh. We are very literary, aren't we? A literary mind. Excellent diction. Another rock. Various patterns seem to be carved into its surface. The red markings give off a faint yet comforting warmth. The rock and my body blend into one another. Leave the rock alone. Perhaps the patterns of the surface of this rock were etched into it by the passage of time. It looks like an eye staring out at me, but also like some sort of planet. Kinda does. Are these also rocks? Two deer tied to one another by their collars. I should cut them loose. Wow. Whoa! The blue of the atmosphere. What? Why would we do that? Ah, sorry about that. He's crying. Some sort of quadrupedal thing. His surface is smooth and shiny. He looks only at himself. He's the objects of everyone's adoration, or perhaps their scorn. And that makes him happy. He's happy to just see everyone doing what they like. Okay. Turn off the radio. I want to enjoy the view. Okay, well. Bad ending. We let the deer get away. Oh, where did you come from? What are you doing here? I didn't mean any harm. Yeah, you don't seem hostile. You're the first human I've seen in this forest apart from myself. Though whether I count as a human is a bit of an interesting question in and of itself. I'm just here to pick some wild plants to eat. I've been surviving on an awfully plain diet recently. Just random tree nuts and other stuff like that lying around. You live nearby? Around this forest, I mean. No, I live a bit further upstream, and this place is kind of like a landfill. You'd be surprised how much useful stuff gets thrown out with this trash. How about you, lady? Where'd you come from? Lady? I only just got here. I woke up in a car on that bridge, and I just started walking with no particular destination in mind. Oh, in that case, here, you can eat this. Snacks? Oh, what's this, meat? Yep, it's wild boar that I dried. You sure I can have this? Thank you. Aren't you cold, lady? No, all this walking kind of warmed my body up. I'm actually feeling nice and toasty. Has it just been raining like this the whole time? Yeah, at least I've never seen it stop raining since I got here. This world is always covered in this thick fog and rain. I doubt it'll ever let up. This place is just one mystery after another. I don't think anyone knows who built that giant bridge, for example, or when. Yeah, that bridge was really huge, and it was so quiet with no one else around. All you could hear was the wind and the rain. Yeah, I tried walking up there once, and there really wasn't anyone. Oh, but if you go a bit further along the bridge, you'll see some stores by the side of the road. There's some people there. Wait, so there are people apart from us? Yeah, only from time to time, though. But most of them are kind of weird. Weird? Yeah, you see how both of us have parts of our bodies glowing this kind of pale blue? No? Like your hair and the cracks on my face? What are you talking about? You have a... The phone is in a bag to keep it dry, I see. No, not really. But I'll say yes. Every creature in this world has part of its body glowing like that. Sometimes it's their whole body. So the thing is, almost everyone there is glowing from head to toe. And those guys are also weird. For one thing, they don't really talk. That's why I was pretty glad when I met you and you seemed like you actually understood each other. I think for me, it's part of my face that's glowing, yes. Those lines look like cracks. I guess for you, it's your hair. It looks electric. Yeah, although I'm not sure how this whole thing works. I might have said a bit too much. It's fine, I was surprised to run into someone else here. Thank you for the meat. Don't worry about it. It's nothing, really. This forest is actually quite rich in food if you know how to forage for it. Anyway, bye. And there they go. I guess I should go back the way I came. I might find some other people if I keep going along the highway. Hell yeah, I'm eating this meat. Unless I have to keep the meat for someone. Where's my meat? The meat was a lie. Why do I don't have meat? You little... Get back here. I can't follow him. Maybe I can give the meat to this thing. No, alright. I thought the radio was following me for a second. I was about to be very upset. There's something off in the distance. That boy back there was kind of cute. I always liked kids that were a bit cheeky like him. I feel a bit better after talking to another person. Feels like it's been a while. I hope we see each other again somewhere. Nice. Wait, I should have tried to be... Oh, I never had an opportunity to be happy. But either of us should die at any moment. What kind of world this is. Wow, we are just... Oh. The deer from before lies fallen, blood streaming from her body. I consider whether I could tear a piece of her meat off to eat it if she's already dead. She couldn't survive for long if I tore into her with my box cutter. A large stream of blood flows from the fallen deer's neck and side. The blood diffuses into the sand by the side of the river, eventually joining its flow. Feels like we're matching the deer's soul leave her body and bid it a fond farewell as it departs on its last voyage. I envy her, but maybe I simply envy everything that isn't me. Place my hand on her body to feel her warmth, only to find it already as cold as a rock. I imagine the events that led to her death. Perhaps an animal had attacked her. A bear, maybe. After a moment of hesitation, I slide my box cutter into the deer's side and begin to slit her open horizontally. Holy shit. The blade pierces through the upper layers of her pelt with less effort than I expected, easily splitting open her skin down to subcutaneous tissue. Why? I've never butchered the corpse of an animal this large and so recognizably the same thing that had just been alive moments ago. My hands tremble with fear. You kinda don't seem like you're displeased by doing this. I found this dead animal by the side of the river and I'm gonna skin it. Is that normal? I don't think that's normal. Blood begins to gush from her side. I feel the contents of my stomach rising to the base of my throat at the sight of my handiwork. Then why did you do it? Then why have you done this? Why are you doing it? Just leave it alone. Seeing as I've already come this far, I steel myself and begin to carve out a piece of flesh, only to quickly discover the task is nothing like preparing a cut of meat from the supermarket. Of course, she was going to be dead soon one way or another, and it probably already was in fact. But I feel a pang of guilt at having her defiled her corpse so violently. All strength leaves my body as I crumple to my knees. I've never handled the sight of blood well. But more than blood, I've always had a deep-seated, almost psychological fear. Oh, physiological fear of sharp blades and pointed objects. Even the thought of getting the flu shot in high school was enough to make me break out in a cold sweat. I turn towards the river with a sigh. I gaze out at the river together with the corpse of the deer I've just defiled. As cowardly and worthless a companion as I may be, I spend those final moments with her, with what's now her corpse, taking a few steps out into the river and shining my smartphone's flashlight onto the riverbed. I spot the scales of fish sparkling in the light. I wonder if it was a char. It looked like it had red spots. I imagine the fish swimming along the undulating undercurrent, its body lacerated by sharp rocks and branches. Fragments of scales nearly stripped loose from the skin twinkling in the light. We're something, aren't we? He vigorously braves the current swimming along the riverbed. He spots a small insect that looks something like a grasshopper or spider cricket as it skates along the surface of the water, and swallows it in a single gulp. I decide to end my flight of imagination there. The light emitted by my smartphone illuminates the nutrient-rich sediment lying on the riverbed. Looking more closely, I see grains of sand of various sizes and colors mixed in the sediment. There's even more variety than I had expected at first. Upon closer inspection, I discovered that the rain had steadily increased its intensity over the course of my short reverie, as has the river's current, which is both terrifying and, in a strange way, palpably exciting. The rain was washed away nearly all the deer's blood, her viscera glistening like pink gemstones in the downpour. Sliding my hand into the cavity I just opened in her body, I detect a faint warmth. Maybe some of her warmth still remains deep inside her corpse. This is the first time I've ever thought of blood as something that could be so warm and so comforting. The ecosystem of the forest that I thought simply carried on its rhythms and cycles, neither concerning itself with nor affecting me, I now realize has left a deep impression on my psyche. Is this solitude? Leave the deer alone. Oh, it's gone. A dead deer. It's not gone. Her body emits a pale blue light. It is gone. Okay, well, we are maybe not doing so well, are we? But then again, if we thought like we were gonna starve to death or something, we needed meat? What did we take from the deer? A piece of meat? Pelt? Nothing. We cut this deer just for the love of the game, huh? I think we did. We have something here. Just like the boar meat or whatever. Nope. What was that? Oh, it's the soundtrack. It's kind of fun just being here. We all just wander aimlessly, pelted by the rain. And even if we get dirty, the rain washes us clean. Well, that was a fun adventure beneath the bridge. We talked to a man, we got a piece of meat, then we defiled the deer. And then the rain washed us clean. Alright, I'm finally back. I should try going a bit further along the highway. Good plan. I can't tell if they're doing a thing where multiple things can spawn on either side. I wonder what kind of store it's going to be. Maybe it's going to be a konbini. Oh, a man. I think. Hey there, some beautiful rain we're having, isn't it? Care to join me for a beer in this lovely drizzle? This person seems kind of weird. Probably best to just leave them alone. That person just offered a beer and a chat in the rain, and you're turning it down? Rough. What kind of beer? Ooh. There's a broken watch lying on the ground. The hands seem to have stopped moving. Got the broken watch. Okay. My father's foreign watch. Dial is cracked and the hand stopped at the exact time of the accident. I think we have something from each of us. Maybe not me? Do the sleeping pills kind of correlate to me? Maybe. Oh, maybe the mobile phone is. This is the brother, the mother, the father? I don't know. That was an easy thing to miss. That watch. Ooh, a car that isn't wrecked. Uh-oh. Yuzuru, I'm home. Oh, you're back already. Yeah, I was just taking a nap. Man, my shoes got totally soaked. Guess I should throw them in the dryer later. Feels like it's been raining forever, doesn't it? It's been, what, like 4 days at this point? Ah, man. I've been really into this comedian lately. What's their name again? Same here. I really like their skits, too. We like to spend the evenings lazing around at home with a pizza or some snacks. I'm always ready to die. What? The sound of the rain falling outside had a calming effect on my heart. I think these quiet moments I spend with him were my happiness. When it was raining, somehow I felt like I was allowed to live. Or maybe like we had become equal. Was that my brother? Go back. Oh. What? Some variety show is playing on the television with a group of comedians excitedly chatting away. Uh-huh. What is going on here? Ooh, I'll translate that later. Inside the fridge are a healthy selection of groceries and various kinds of alcohol, all neatly sorted. Oh. Again. One more time. Just one more. Just one more time. Can we get over here? Aha, we can get over here. The shelf is filled with miscellaneous items organized neatly. He has a need to keep things tidy and organized like a woman. Is this a boyfriend? I think what happened here, we went on living. My family died in an accident a while ago. I'm dating somebody now. And I maybe did something with sleeping pills that was a little irresponsible and short-sighted. Okay. That's my read so far. There's only one bed here, though. So maybe he's visiting me and we're just dating? I think that has to be it, right? Some small guppies swim about the tank. Oh, yeah. Okay, the bookshelf has some figures of a character from his favorite manga, travel magazines, and some documents. Oh, this is his. A nice and fluffy bed. It'd probably feel great to just jump into it. Do it. Jump into the bed. What if we leave it this way? There's nothing for me to do outside. Okay. Can I leave this way? It's just been raining and raining outside. Sometimes there can be things really, really hidden here. No. Alright. Okay. Sorry, sanity check. It had a little bubble, so I thought you could talk to it. Well, that was an interesting car. Is that my boyfriend's car? My boyfriend drives a van. A soccer mom van in Japan. Keeping his garbage can very clean. Where's the store? I was promised a store? Oh, there's a building. What? Oh, some weird people too. Guess I should be careful. Good plan. Excellent plan. I hear music? Oh, we got a dancing fool. I'm thinking every car is a way to visit other people. What is that, a little tree? An ornament in the shape of a soft serve ice cream cone. Nice. Okay, the store seems unstaffed and a layer of dust covers the messy interior. How unbecoming of a Japanese establishment. There's a middle-aged man dancing with a broad smile. He twirls around and around like a ballerina, completely immersed in the music playing from the nearby portable speaker. His entire body gives off a bright light, leaving an after-image in the dark with each movement. His expression, while not exactly childlike, has a kind of gleeful whimsy to it, as if he thinks it as a small blessing that he gets to be here right in this very moment. I think he's probably just weird. A metal drum with a fire burning inside of it. The whole area smells like gasoline, but the fire's very warm. Turn off this music. Music plays from the portable speaker on the ground. I guess it must be waterproof. No idea what this song is, but something about it gets me all emotional. When I was a kid, my friend and I used to take off our shoes and play with water from those hoses right in their parking lot. Uh-huh. A trash can stuffed full of empty beer cans. Now see, this guy knows how to enjoy the rain. There's something comforting about the vending machine's presence. Maybe it's because of the thick darkness that shrouds most of this world. It's soothing in the same way a hot cup of coffee is on a winter. Okay. I am ready to go shopping. Oh my god. Getting out of the rain. Sorry, I was trying to listen to what the thing is saying. I think it's kind of gibberish. Ooh, electric heater gives off a pleasant warmth. Very nice, very nice. This isn't a konbini, this is a restaurant. I'll have one of everything. Excuse me, I'm really hungry and I don't have any money on me. Oh, we're really hungry, that's why we did that to the deer. No, see, we didn't say that. Do you think I could just get something to eat? I can work. I'll wash dishes or sweep the floor or... Hey there, sweetie, what's wrong? Don't have any money for food. Right, I don't have any on me and I haven't seen any lying around anywhere either. Wait, are you human? Ahaha, that's right. Not every day that you run into another human in this world. Am I right? I was surprised when I saw you too. Let me pay. Are you sure you don't have to? It's fine, really. The boy back in the forest also gave me food. It's just been surviving off people... Well, I've just been surviving off people's generosity. Well, she did say it was fine. I guess I'll take her up on her offer. Though I have no idea how she got her hands on any money. Well, that's assuming she's paying with money. Who knows what payment is in this world? I order a bowl of soba with the money I accept from the lady and bring it over to one of the cafeteria tables. I immediately begin slurping up the noodles with the disposable chopsticks, filling my mouth with the satisfying taste of the dashi-flavored broth. I eat like I'm on the verge of starving to death. Maybe it's a bit rude to think this meal I didn't have to pay for myself, but... Wait, what? Maybe it's a bit rude to think this of a meal I didn't even pay for myself, but after a few mouthfuls, my impression of the soba is just that it's mostly plain and inoffensive, both in appearance and taste. But I think that's exactly what I like about it. Isn't that kind of just like what you get with soba? I mean, it's going to be good, but not great. Maybe it's only because of the state of fatigue I'm in with walking here, the cold outside air. This bowl feels utterly unremarkable. Soba tastes so delicious. Well, we're sitting across from each other. You like it? Please don't be weird, lady. Yes, it's delicious. Ahaha, slow down, sweetie. Right. I got us ice cream. What a nice lady. I got vanilla and raisin. Which one do you want? I'll have the vanilla. Here you go, don't worry about the money. I'm just glad to finally have someone else to talk to. Not many people who can really hold a conversation around here. No problem, as she slurps soba. Really, I'm doing all the work here. I mean, it's actually a pretty nice place, the lady begins. The temperature's set just right, you can sing all you like without worrying about what anyone will think of you, and you can eat whatever you get hungry, then fall asleep in the sound of the rain. That does sound not half bad. The lady says, lazily stretching. She speaks in what feels like a very casual, almost thoughtless way. But her speech has a very distinctive feeling of balance to it, in how she seems to speak thoughtlessly, while at the same time cherishing and savoring the particular sensation of each word she uses. It really seems like it just rains forever in this world, I remark. Yep, I've never seen it let up. You like the rain? The lady asks. I do, the sound is really soothing. Really? Same here. Maybe that's why the two of us met each other here. Oh, right. The lady begins. So I was thinking of killing myself soon, but there was something I wanted to do before that. You mind swinging by later? Well, that's an invitation. I would happily visit you later. Oh. Maybe I want more food. Let's talk again. We have nothing. Ah, did you enjoy the soba? I see. You don't know how glad that makes me. That really makes me happy, because making good food for people and seeing them enjoy it has been my whole purpose in life. I think. There's a little bit more going on here, isn't there? I will have one more soba, please. Pizza margherita topped with delicate harmony of aromatic basil, gooey mozzarella, and fresh tomato sauce. Our spaghetti pescatore, loaded with shrimp, mussels, and calamari, is a must-try for all seafood lovers. An oddly substantial menu. I catch myself almost starting to drool. Oh, we're a hunger light. Machine to buy meal tickets for an Italian restaurant. I love the carbonara as a child. Excellent choice. That was what I always ordered from these restaurants. We're a real connoisseur. We got ice cream. We got carbonara. We got soba. There she is. I'm mixed bag about following this lady. I really feel like I want to intervene and talk to her, though, but I don't know how it works here. A refrigerator with a selection of new drinks and coffee. The employee seems to just be spacing out. I wonder if they even restocked the store. The ghost seems to be mumbling something in his sleep. Just leave me alone, I'm scared. In the end, I'm just leave me. He seems to be muttering something to himself. Why are you still bullying me? I already apologized. Ah. That's why I was always scared of the light. It always just staring at you, but I think I can handle it. A cat? Was I the one who had a cat? No. Or was that just the dream you had? No, I couldn't be right. Nowadays it feels like I wouldn't mind going out under the sunlight. But then usually those afternoons I get so sad I start to cry. He continues muttering to himself with a happy grin on his face. Well, that's an improvement. Some local specialties from Tokyo to buy as gifts. Where the heck are we? It says local specialties Tokyo, so local plus Tokyo means we're in Tokyo? I'm following right? I'm not leaving yet, lady. Give me just a second. Give me just a moment. I saw another opening over here. Uh-huh. Ooh. Whoa. Nice. This was worth doing. What am I doing in here? Nothing. Oh, I know what I'm doing in here. Okay, that's enough. Talk to the beer guy again. Nope. What about down? I mean, we could just say bye, lady. Bye, Felicia. She did buy us stuff, though. Alright. Alright. Wait a minute. That was... Hold on. Was that ghost there before? I don't think they were. What are you doing? Was that ghost always there and I just didn't notice? Oh no. I don't think it was. Okay. So there's a place I wanted to go through this door way down in the guts of this building. My room. There's something I wanted to do there, so I was wondering if you could come with me. Sure, I can go with you. But is there something dangerous in there? Well, it's a bit dark. In one moment you're just going along, and the next you find yourself in a pretty scary place. In any case, nothing to fear. Let's proceed. So her dress is the thing that's all white, huh? Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait a second. You might have things to say as we go around. I know how these work. Wait a minute. No. What about... She wants to drink a beer in the rain. No. What about dance with the old man? No. Okay. I may be overthinking what this mechanic was. It's a perfect chance to hide a secret, though, you see. Secret ending, involving walking all the way back to the boy. No, secret end where you walk all the way here, grab the lady, then all the way back to the boy, and then he gives 2 pieces of meat, and then she watches you and stops you from cutting open the deer. I've got it. I've cracked the code. That's a different feel. Nothing important inside. Okay. It looks like there's something inside the locker. Got the lady's diary, part 1. Well, don't mind if I do. Read the diary? Okay. There was a time when I believed in God. You and I had gone to church together since we were little. As a child, my parents taught me to be pious, chaste, and respectful. That's why I wasn't the awful scolding parents. That's why it wasn't the awful scolding my parents gave me that I remember most of all from that day when I was around 10. When I got into a fight with my friend and raised my hand against her, but that sad look on their faces. So we got into a fight. Or probably this lady next to me. Actually, was something kind of sticking out is there are no names anywhere. Lady Eek, I guess it's still no good with the dark. What? Oh, she's afraid of the dark, maybe? Nothing important inside. Well, I got a smartphone if we, like, need the light. Trash can looks full of bloody tissues. Uh-oh. don't see anything else in here. Maybe there's something we can use? Nothing's really indicated that that's how, like it's witch's house style interaction. So let's continue on our way. Maybe we'll have more to say to that room in just a moment. Waiting room. All right. Oh no. Oh no. Please stop. Drawers are filled with business documents and scraps of paper covered in messy scribbles. Wow, this is my favorite station. Ooh, what is this? Wait a minute. There's nothing. I can't believe there's nothing in here. Wait a second, what was that right at the very end? Oh, they got me again. Nothing important inside. Alright. Ooh. One of these times, I'm gonna buy something from that vending machine. One of these times, it's gonna happen. The kitchen staff are working on the other side of the door. Probably best not to disturb them. Good plan. Good plan. Wise. Some very irritated kitchen staff. She said it was all the way in the deep... Oh. It was all the way deep in here, huh? Fire extinguisher. Okay, chapel. What? What? Where's the lady? There's a key on the table. Got the hallway key. Thank you. Where did my friend go? Why will you not come into the chapel with me? Why am I picking up a key? The key for the hallway on the B1 floor of the rest area. The key for the hallway? So basement 1 floor of the rest area? Did we? Oh, maybe we went downstairs. That sounds copyrighted. What the? Hey, what are you doing here? I was just thinking. Who's the Maria the Ave Maria is for anyway? I don't know. Oh, Jesus here. Oh, hello. I had no idea this chapel was here. I used to go to this church all the time as a kid. At the end of the day, it's practically where I grew up. I wish I could just close my eyes, plug my ears, and sleep forever. Or is there something else I want? Couldn't tell you. Door went open. Good thing I have a key. Nope. Okay. What are we doing here? We found a key. That's it? Alright. Seems locked. No. Different key. Oh, probably this one. Use the hallway key. Here we go. Just made the doors completely disappear. Alright. Oh, there's something inside the locker. Ladies' Diary Part 2. Alright, so what do we got going on for Part 2? But eventually I stopped believing in God and my life began to go off the rails. To be honest, I had always had a bit of a feeling that it wasn't true. And they were all just hypocrites, pretending to be oh so pure, so much holier than thou, and that disgusted me. there were only a handful of people who were truly believers. I think something about that infuriated me. Let not your belief, your hope, nor your love waver. Love the Lord with all your heart. Shun hypocrisy and pray earnestly. Good advice for the practicing Christian, I suppose. I always loved the little corners at the ends of the hallways. I think I know what you mean. Aren't you the cutest little things at corners? What are you talking? Oh. Now that I look at it, wow, it really is cute. Look, wow, just a tiny little area intended for just tiny little things. Now, why are there so many of these? This has to be higher than normal amounts of vending machines, even for Japan. Storeroom 2. What do we got? Oh my. Nice flickering light. In that brief time between day and night, the world becomes blue. I loved that time of day. It meant I wouldn't be long until I could sink into the sweet darkness and let the color of the night become mine. But there were many painful nights, too. Come night, I would forget myself like a wild beast. What are we talking about? Stand steadfast in following the law of the Lord. Probably at least a couple more parts to that lady's library or diary, huh? Or these storerooms aren't very productive, are they? Ooh, what was that? A book out of place. It's just a tease. There's nothing to do with it. Drawers are okay. Very nice. Here's what looks like a first aid kit. Keep a note of that. Hopefully we don't need it. Eyeballs the lady behind me. Oh no. Why is that one so blocked? Now, what room is this? Embroidered ashtray? What in the world? The portable ashtray the lady used. It's quite cute with a design you don't see often in Japan. It's cute. I like it. Very tasteful. Thought I just heard Claire de Lune for like 1 second. Oh, there it is. Oh, I love this song. You ever heard of it before? I thought this was Claire de Lune. I think I'm wrong. Okay. Looking good. What about you? All right, that would be funny. We've probably had better days before. Today is not a photogenic day. It's just a day. Okay, I have an ashtray now. That's all I'm getting from here. Thank you for the ashtray. Perhaps we have one more thing to find. Oh. Still your heart, submit to the Lord and give thanks to Him through prayer. Love even your enemy. There's a key on the table. Got the stairwell key. Thank you. where is the stairwell? It's here? Use the stairwell key. Very nice. Uh-oh. Chapel. Again. Chapel, part 2. This is me on the day I realized that God doesn't exist. That nothing really mattered. That there was nothing beyond this. Nothing after this. That this was all there was. I just stood there under the weight of that cold reality in that all-consuming silence. You know how it felt to lose everything? It felt really good. Lovely. Oh. We'll be back for that. A little bit more exploration first. I'm going to guess that I have to go through there anyway, though. My room's on this floor. We're almost there. Okay, we'll go get that last diary first. I see what's going on. We're invited to explore this creepy area, and then maybe we'll get to read the last diary. Is that it? What is going on here? Oh, you came with me. Oh, what the... Nothing to say this time. Sure. The door won't open. Uh-oh. I think that's supposed to be our car, though. I turned the knob, unlocking the door. Oh, we're on the lower floor. So, can we go through this now? So, presumably, there's another door. Over here? Oh, we got some secrets brewing. I'm not sure how important that door is, though. I'll remember it's there, though. I can't help but think that there's got to be one more diary, too. Because I think we're about to reach whatever ultimate fate is of this woman if we go into that other hall. So we'll just do a quick lap here. Yep, that's it. So is this person related to the woman? Being so involved here? Let's keep our eyes peeled for any of those cabinet-looking things. Whoa, would you look at the size of those cuts? Ugh, my head hurts. Yeah, my old wounds start to hurt too when I get too close to them. You're right there, sweetie. I'm alright. There. Don't push yourself. I'll give you a hug. Hug. Blush. Wow, thank you. I'm nice and warm, aren't I? Feeling better. A bit, I think. Glad to hear it. Anyway, let's see if we can find something to cover up these wounds. There's lots of stuff lying around in this building, so there should be something we can use. Okay, I remember seeing a first aid kit. So we're starting to cross into... These wounds are on the building? Is this building alive? What a strange idea. I think it was over here. Oh, we're going to use one band-aid to cover the entire hallway-sized boo-boo. Gotcha. Fair enough. There you go. Alright, let's put these bandages over the cuts. There. All better. Taping. I am going to read what room this was. Acceptance. So is this lady like an artiste, or is she just crazy? A cute one. Peace. I don't think I'd look good on me, though. I always wanted to live someone else's life. Every day I try to lose myself in pleasant fantasies. I used to try dressing myself up in all different kinds of outfits. But now it all just makes me feel so empty. Uh-huh. I lock the door upon myself, 1891. These clothes look like they'd make a nice casual outfit. Yes, they do. Robe that looks like a nun's habit. Uh-huh. A classy-looking dress, the kind of a model might wear. Looks like there's something inside the locker. The Lady's Diary Part 3. Just what I was hoping for. You were the one who had the deepest influence on me. You started to suffer from severe depression as an adult. By that point, I had started working. You and I would talk on the phone what felt like every night. We got along in most ways, but I hated how you always had to tie every conversation we had back to God. You still believed in God with all your heart, unlike me, and even then, you still went to the church I'd long since abandoned. Who is this message to? Our friend? What disturbed individuals we are. I'm getting the general idea, though. The lockers are what are important here. This one, too. There. Oh my god. I love it. It's beautiful. Did you paint this? I hate the word to pray. I used to like it, but not anymore. All I feel for it now is hate. Like my parents and all the other rubes at church pray as much as they like. Without me, the flock was finally rid of its black sheep, the one discordant note ruining its perfect harmony. But it was because of you. You were the one I had to destroy myself. You were the one I could never forget. You were everything to the girl I used to be. That's why I set fire to your church that day. My sanctum. Ah, home sweet home. Nothing beats jumping into your own bed. True. Oh, she's just hanging out. Her plants are healthy. I'm gonna wait to talk to you for just a minute. A wooden bookshelf with well-read Bible and some novels, as well as some popular magazines. What you got for food? Big refrigerator is filled with lots of alcohol and not much else. Okay, hasn't been used in a long time. She's busy, reading her Bible. Oh, I thought this was a hallway. Alright, what do we got? Oh, wait. Dirty dishes are piled up on the nightstand. All of these books are just lying on the floor, too. I guess she must not be the type to clean up after herself much. Barely strode about things. A stuffed teddy bear. Alright, what do we got? This is what I wanted to come back for. I needed to get my knife. I just wanted to cut myself, you know? You don't know how good that feels. I just missed seeing my own blood. Some nights I can't even sleep without cutting myself. You want to give it a try too? I think I'll pass for now. You want to sleep together then? The bed's really comfy, you know. I take off my clothes and lie down in bed beside the lady. Really? We just that easy, huh? I feel safe and comforted, feeling her skin against mine. I want to stay snuggled up against her this way forever. The lady begins to kiss me. I let her take the lead. Feels good to not think about anything but feeling of her body against mine. Wow, that was not what I thought this was happening. She kisses me all over and almost until I begin to get tired of it. Once she's finished kissing me, I just said the old lady. The lady holds the still bloody knife up to the light, twiddling it in the air playfully. Then, slowly wrapping one arm around my neck, she raises the knife right up to my eye. Didn't anyone ever teach you not to trust strangers, sweetie? Just kidding. Anyway, let's get going. Once we get back, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to jump off that highway. I'm a bit nervous, but it's something I've always wanted to do. So, I think in this world, it probably, like, you just move on with the next part of the cycle? Is that what it is? Because we're blue or something? I can't quite tell. Also, I thought there was a few more steps. Let me know, any lesbians here. I thought there was more steps involved before we get to the bed. Now, see, she bought me a meal. I followed her to her apartment. I get it, right? But wasn't there, like, we skipped a few steps? Maybe an expert can... Well... Oh. What? The heck was that? She was just standing there. I felt like maybe there was a few steps we missed. Now, hold on. No. Nothing else. No. Okay. Thought something else was gonna pop up here. Yeah. Yeah, all right. And there's no more. There's 4. There has to be 5. There has to be one missing. You're messing with me. Oh my god. Wait a second. Nope. All right, well, earmark that, I guess. Maybe now. that other door unlocked? Oh, you're just following us now. Wait a minute. Nope, still no. Alright, well, I have that door memorized. Let's continue. See what happens. We sit on the blue plastic tarp watching the rain fall outside. Outside, the glowing people are still dancing and playing. The lady tells me to take off my clothes, which I reluctantly do after a few moments of hesitation. I start to feel more comfortable without the heavy waterlogged fabric hugging my skin. Doing as the lady tells me, I hang my jacket and boots up on the simple drying rack by the electric heater. By the time I turned around, I'm surprised to see she's stripped down to her underwear as well. The two of us sit by the electric heater, relaxing as we feel its warmth slowly spread through our bodies. My chilled skin seems lighter than usual, like it's been bleached white. Oh, I understand. Why she has the marks all over her legs. Okay. So that's probably... So how did we get it on our head, though? I have a pretty good idea, but... This place is pretty boring. But in a way, it can also be really fun, since there's no one around to tell you what you can and can't do. I could kill you right now, and no one would even bat an eye. But you're cute, so I won't do that. You know, I think I'm just tired of everything. The lady stands up and takes a deep, satisfied stretch. Come on. We run out into the downpour in nothing but our underwear. Raindrops stream down our skin, the wind whipping out droplets of rain before scattering them again into the storm. The unfamiliar song playing from the speaker feels oddly sentimental. There's something calming about the sound of the guitar, like it's washing me clean of anything and everything. Although at first I wasn't too enthusiastic about coming outside. Soon I start to feel my body warming up as we dance around the bonfire rising out of the metal drum. We run around the parking lot, jumping into puddles, playing innocently like children. Under the bright lights she dances, gliding over the puddles like a ghost. She burns pale blue, lighting up with an innocent smile. A streak of phosphorescence shooting through the turbid indigo darkness. I watched on in a daze as she continues to dance. She pulls me into the fray by the arm, her nails digging into my skin. The middle-aged man who was circling the fire before smiles kindly as he continues his tottering dance. The couple that was kissing is arguing now. The man seems to unilaterally hurl abuse at the woman as he grabs her by the hair. The woman's nose bleeds as she sobs, ablaze with despair. This is your fault. This is all your damn fault. Just looking at your face pisses me off. You hear me? Damn it, why the hell did I have to just lie? Streaks of light cross one another, a pulsating, throbbing ebb and flow. My vision blurs, black, white, indigo. Light reflects off the moisture that seeped into my eyes. Right, just like that. Don't think about anything, just move your arms and your legs. We hug, pressing our foreheads together. Don't forget me. Don't you ever forget me. I won't let you ever forget me. No matter how many times you try to forget me, I know you won't. Isn't that funny? She climbs over the railing by the edge of the bridge and stands on the other side. Even though I know she's about to throw herself off the bridge and kill herself, all I can do is look on. Why? Why am I just standing by and watching? Do I think I'm lucky that I get to see something exciting, that I get to watch someone die? Death that happens every day. I try to tell myself that, but the very next moment I start to have a feeling that something in the deepest part of my heart is about to change. I hold my breath. Bye-bye. I should keep going down the highway. Still numb. I take a step forward. The clothes the lady was wearing lie in a pile on the floor. Underneath is the knife she used. Got the bloody knife. Alright, well, we better keep moving. I'll miss you, lady. It seems like today it's not raining. At night, the city becomes very quiet. Quiet enough to hear the wind blowing and the carefree voices of young people enjoying themselves in the night. His apartment is quiet too, almost to the point that I can hear my own breathing and heartbeat clearly. Lately, whenever I find myself somewhere quiet, I feel like I can see the contours of my own hideous existence coming into focus. I miss the rain. The rain conceals my existence, the sound of raindrops pelting the ground like a cloak that keeps me hidden. I want to die under a dark sky, rain clouds looming overhead. It won't be long until I can die. Ooh, inside the fridge are a healthy selection of groceries and various kinds of alcohol, all neatly sorted. No, not leaving yet. Okay. Oh, there you are. Can't you just be normal? Stop being so scared of what other people think of you. The part of you always pissed me off. Just die already. Alright, things we've already seen before. I think that's everything we need from here. Wonder who we're gonna see next. Maybe it would have been better for both of us if we'd never met. Because in the end, there's no one you'll really open your heart to. That's why you're going off on your own. Maybe it would have been better for both of us if we never met. Because in the end, there's no one to really open your heart to. That's why you're going off on your own. Oh, another ladder. Another ladder. I've come pretty far from the first one. I wonder what's down there. Wonder if the guy will be down there again. With the white hair. Looks like there's a bit of a clearing in the forest. I can see a light down there. I wonder if that's where someone lives. Well, I think I know who the someone is. Get me down there. Here I go. Going down again might be dangerous, but I guess I should check it out. Good plan. Approved. Oh, we're out of saves. Why only give 20? This is a bit different than last time. There's no river, unless this is the river. Is there a river? I have no idea. A massive trash heap lies piled up by the side of the river. The mound of waste stands so tall its peak is out of sight. There seemed to be a lot of garbage strewn along the side of the river. I wonder if this is where it all came downstream from. An old and tattered teddy bear. Bits of its stuffing burst out from his torn seams. A well-loved teddy bear. A big backpack. I wonder who it belonged to. In any case, I'm quite sure it isn't mine. Okay, a rusted wreck of a car. Sticks out with a heap at an odd angle, like it might fall over at the slightest touch. Touch it. Stack of old CRT TVs. Okay. A horse gazes at me languidly. Oh. Whoa. What are you doing here? You're the lady from before. You walked all the way here? Yeah. I did stop to rest for a bit at the store you told me about. Ah, I see. Then as I was walking along the bridge, I looked down and saw there was a light coming from around here. So that's how you found this place. In any case, make yourself at home. I've never had anyone over before, so I don't have anything to entertain guests with, though. It's nice and warm in here. Yeah, there's a literal mountain of stuff to burn for fuel in that pile of trash outside. I'm sort of in the middle of something delicate right now, but you can just relax or look around the place if you want. Okay, well, I don't want to be nosy, but what could you possibly be right in the middle of doing? Just out of curiosity. A shelf made from aluminum sheets lashed together with some cables. On it are some mechanical parts, a pair of boots, and a box containing some beautiful stones. A fellow stone connoisseur. The box has the word Godiva written on it in gold letters. A fellow rock enthusiast. That's what I'm saying. You can't just walk along a riverbed and not pick up a rock. How do you do it? A strange machine about the size of a cardboard box. Uh-huh. Sturdy, solid looking stuff. Nice. Pile of neat dried firewood. You must like to keep things quite well organized. Let me in. Okay. Plastic crate holding the wild plants you must have picked before. What interesting details. Cooler that's been converted into a makeshift sink. I've seen the strategy before. A bathtub, nice, glub glub. I wonder how he boils the water, though. Now, see, boiling water isn't required. That's required to be comfortable. Not required to be literal, though. Could bathe in cold water. Rinse yourself off with rain. Is that a golf club? Pardon me. Whoa! Oh my. This looks like a handmade axe. It seems old and worn, but the blade's well-honed edge glints in the light. Uh-oh. I'm sure that's not going to be relevant later. Whoa, how much further does this place go? Ooh. With an ability to climb upwards. Okay, very nice. Wow, he must have a lot of interests. I guess this is his little gardening space. I liked houseplants too. I used to put mine out on the veranda. Did you know? Handmade shelf with some plants displayed on it. What a cute little blue watering can, actually. When was the last time I even saw a watering can? I don't know whether to call this life fulfilling or empty. Before I used to hesitate to talk to myself, but now I can ramble on and on to myself for what feels like hours. I used to have a dream to live for, but that was a long time ago. Now I'm just living to live. Friend 1, Lamp Bell the horse. Okay, friend number 2, Floorless the pine. Penniless the pine, Windy the silver birch. Pooh the poplar, Change the cherry, Quartz dazzle the camphor, Newbie 1 the willow. Are these trees and a horse? False acacia. All I think about lately is dying. What should I do? Uh-oh, journals. Yellow binoculars. Very nice. Binoculars belonging to the boy in the hooded jacket. They look well used. Well, then why did you take them? Those aren't yours. You thief. Is this some kind of warehouse? Fluorescent lamps mounted on the walls flicker faintly. Muffled sound of the rain echoes through the sheet metal and plywood walls of the long corridor. It's almost like being underwater. I am going to come back here because I have a feeling something's going to happen. Did we search everywhere? Lots of wood. Wow. These aren't ways to go. I think it was just one directional. What do we got? My upper body absorbs the fluorescent light while my lower body is engulfed in shadow. I guess this is what they called half-body bathing. There's something comfortable about that lukewarm sensation. The feeling of the warm or the water as it crawls through my every orifice. What are you, huh? Wow, these people are just so in tune with what's happening to their bodies. Okay, let's try to identify what we're doing with that before we push it. Are we bringing it somewhere? Are you trying to reach up somewhere higher? We're just pushing it for fun. Oh, that was fun. Hey. Where are you wandering off to, lady? Sorry, I was just so fascinated by your house. Whatever, not that I mind. Pretty awesome, isn't it? Bet you didn't think it'd be this big. Took a long time to build it all myself, bit by bit, room by room. Is this your room? This is the room where I put up paintings I like. When I want to just lock myself away somewhere dark, I come here and sleep on the floor. Anyway, take a look around. Think of it like an art gallery. Maybe I will. Sometimes you just don't want to see or hear anyone. You get what I mean, right? That's when I come to this room. Oh, I hear you. Nice. Lovely. Hey, I took your binoculars. I hope you don't care. Ooh, more pushing puzzles. Wanting me to push it forward? Hey, lady. Don't tell the boy in the yellow jacket I'm here. I like it here. I don't hurt people anymore. Here even someone like me can shine. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna tell him. Oh, yellow earphones. Now we just need something yellow to listen to. Now I'm the one with the blue of the rain, the blue of the atmosphere. I don't think I'm broken. I think I'll be able to accept it all. I'm feeling good. That's all. I've punched this exact spot on the wall 73 times. Maybe 74. I'm not sick anymore. I spend every night looking out at that city in the distance. Won't somebody come to this dark place and just kill me? Here in the darkness, my body feels so light. Sooner or later, I'm gonna kill someone. I feel sorry for whoever it'll be. But here I am, this empty husk, here again today. Here again today, here again today. Destroy. Destroy me. Pleasure me. Please destroy me. Please use me. Let's make each other feel good together. What the hell is this? When did you get into my house? I'll kill you. Take this. Die. Die. Ah, feels good. Whoa, that should do it. Every once in a while, one of these crazy bastards finds their way inside my house somehow. They're like cockroaches. He didn't hesitate to kill that thing at all. Anyway, I was just about finished what I was working on, so come back and we'll have something to eat. You can even take a bath, too. Not exactly a luxury spa, though. Head on back when you want. I'll be getting things ready. A blob of flesh and blood is still a bit warm. We are weird people. We are very weird here. Not quite right. Maybe even a little goofy. Secret ending. Bring boy to that thing. Have him murder. Why does it seem like something's over there? Secret? So far I haven't seen any secrets in the game yet. Or maybe there totally is. They don't call me finding secrets. Wash you for nothing. I turned the knob, unlocking the door. That's not a good sign. Beep beep. Oh. Is that a hint of what this area is? Maybe this is like a kind of limbo or something. Oh no. That's where I came from. There you are again. And here are our doors. Oh, I know what this is. Okay. We teleporting. Not what I expected, though. Excuse me, I was promised dinner and a bath. There you are. Is journaling? Okay. Were you fixing something before? Yeah, I was doing maintenance on this handgun I picked up. Found it a while back in that trash heap outside. Whoa, is that a real gun? Yep, I've been into guns since I was a kid, so I can tell this is real. It's even got some rounds inside. I'm pretty sure it'll fire. No idea why something like this was just lying around in the trash, though. After that short talk, the two of us eat together. We talked about all sorts of things seated around the squat little table he'd fashioned for himself out of some dark wood. I ask him any question that comes to mind. There's something quite funny about the way he gesticulates as he speaks, all while maintaining the same bored and listless expression. The boy gets up and begins chuckling some small scraps of dried firewood and bits of plastic from the pile beside the stove into the fire still roaring inside. Soon the new fuel begins to crackle and pop as the toxic-smelling fumes of burning plastic fill the air. The boy pours the nearly boiling contents of the kettle heating on the stove into a stainless steel cup, setting a cup of what seems like a homemade tea in front of me. As we talk, from time to time, he stares quite intently at the handgun he's just cleaned, sometimes sniffing it. Sometimes when I go to sleep, I remember when you could still see the sun. Old fragmentary memories. The sun pouring into the gym as we all played basketball. Not that I remember anything about any of the people I played with. It was such a warm, wide, open place. It felt like I was floating. I wonder how long it's been since then. There hasn't been any sunlight in this world for a long time. Just the warmth of my stove and the cold, sterile glow of electric lights. But walking along the darkness puts me at ease. Maybe now this body only comes alive in the dark. He seems to mutter to himself quietly as he stares at the ceiling. The boy reaches under the table, grabbing 2 bottles, one seemingly of vodka and the other red wine, plonking them down on the table. The bottles are scuffed up all over, their labels beginning to peel, but seem extraordinarily sturdy. Did you find those in the trash heap too? Yep, there was a bunch of bottles, each with a bit left, so I collected them all into these. I tried some of it yesterday and it wasn't bad. Not undrinkable. It's hard for bacteria to grow in alcohol. Are you sure that's safe? I mean, I used a bit of machine oil in that food we just ate too. Couldn't be worse than that. Only a bit. Any more and you'd get sick. What? Actually, this one we might be better off avoiding, he says upon taking a swig of the red wine bottle, tossing it into the pile of trash in the corner of the room. In the end, we ended up chatting about random things, slightly buzzed on the contents of the vodka bottle cut with a little water. We could both hold our liquor, so neither of us get very drunk, just tipsy enough to have a heart-to-heart talk. He's disassembled the gun again and began playing with it. I wonder how long he's lived here. I can't imagine how long it must have taken him to put together all of this. He's probably spent an unfathomably long amount of time here all alone. I begin to think back to everything that's happened since I woke up in this world, as I lie on the cold, concrete floor. It felt like quite a long journey. Well, it has in fact been something of a journey, one that's given me plenty to think about as I walked. I wonder just what this world is. I feel quite awake and conscious. The boy gets up slowly and turns on the radio. Some comedians appear to be excitedly chatting away somewhere. It's that same channel. I laugh from time to time at their silly gags. There's something that feels entirely alien to this cold place about the voices of people going about their ordinary lives. On the other side of the radio, and the sounds of their daily rhythms from behind the television screen in the rest area. I've seen 2 deaths since coming to this world. The faint warmth of the dead deer's last spurts of blood, the way the lady smiled mischievously at me, one last time just before dying. It feels like those memories of them are beginning to seep into my mind and lay down roots. Perhaps, even if I forget everything else about them, those memories and some of their words will linger inside me. Almost like ghosts. You remember how I told you I stopped to rest at that place you mentioned before I came here? Oh yeah, you mentioned that. I met a lady there. We talked for quite a while and we were getting on pretty well, but then she jumped off of the side of the bridge and killed herself. Ah, that's so. Well, not a rare occurrence. Especially not in this world. It made me think about how easy a person's life could just end. How we all leave these unimaginably huge inner worlds of thoughts and memories inside us, and then they can disappear in the blink of an eye. Just like that. So it goes, and in the end, what's one life worth anyway? And don't even get me started on memories. They're vague, nebulous things, far more so than people realize. I guess you're quite the misanthrope. Though, I'm one to talk. I just think this world, everything in it, is all just empty. Seeing the people walk along the street, how do I put it? At some point, they all just started to seem like shadows to me. Shadows are maybe just walking containers of thermal energy. Philosophical zombies, I guess is how I'd put it. In any case, that's all the feelings and memories are. Stupid, meaningless things. But don't you think the memories you have of your friends and the things you made you feel are worth something? In the end, they're all up to being meaningless. You just don't think they are. when they're fresh. Maybe better to say it's all just empty in the end, like a barren desert or outer space. It's all so disappointing. So boring. We're all gonna die one day anyway, and it's not as if people don't change what they say and think constantly while they're alive either. There isn't a single thing in this world worth believing in. I want to become something more free. And it's not like I have anyone I care about. Never have. I think I was like you too. I understand the feeling at least. His voice has an even, neutral quality to it that seems to echo inside my head. Despite his juvenile assertions and the way he seems driven more by impulse than logic as he speaks, his tone of voice remains flat and unperturbed. But seeing him ramble on for so long despite his normally cool and composed personality, I wonder if something's finally reached a breaking point inside him. He seems hopelessly angry at something. I focus. I gather my consciousness. I focus on his voice, a voice that might have never left his throat if I hadn't met him and struck up a conversation. His throat that might have only ever been used for breathing and swallowing food. I see the smile of the lady had on her face just before she died flash before my eyes. I wonder what kind of life she lived. What kind of school she went to, what sort of friends or partners she had, what memories she carried with her. I remember she mentioned she lived somewhere in Canada. I can't even imagine what it would have been like to live somewhere so far away. Is this sadness? I don't know what to call this emotion. That boy's right that, in the end, I don't know anything about her. But I feel like I don't want to forget the little bits and pieces of her life that she told me about, those last remnants of her. Inside the little universe of my consciousness, her words begin to give off light, taking on a form of their own, giving birth to new meaning. Thoughts begin to emerge within me that the person I had been until now could never have imagined. Is it precisely because I know almost nothing about her that her words were able to give birth to this new kind of meaning? If I'd known her better, maybe I would have found some ugly facet of her humanity and come to hate her. Or simply grown bored of her. Okay. Maintenance should be all done. What are you planning to use that gun for? Ha, you want to know. Hey, don't point that thing at me. Ha. You know that big trash heap outside? I always go and climb up there to look off into the distance. Why don't we go take a look now? It'll blow you away. Sure. How far do you think we'll be able to see today? I don't know, it depends on the wind and how thick the fog is. Excuse me, I was promised a bath. So this is your friend, huh? This is where I always start climbing up from. I try to clear out of any sharp objects along the route that I normally take up to the top. Follow right behind me. Be careful not to slip on anything. Definitely wouldn't want to slip here. We begin to climb the mountain of debris and wreckage. It seems to be composed of everything from everyday items to objects that clearly don't belong in this time and place. An entire abandoned sailboat, the massive naval cannon of an ancient warship, a silo that had once housed something, a locomotive engine that seems far more primitive than anything from this era, parts of what looks like futuristic reactor, maybe to one day be used in some kind of engine. Follow the boy up the mountain, taking small, careful steps, making sure not to lose my footing. It's beautiful. The scenery seems to blend into an indistinct blur, the city lights scattering and diffusing like smoke in the rain. Maybe it's just because we're high up, but it feels closer than I expected. There must be so many people living there. He continues ahead of me slightly, or silently. That's when I notice he's brought the handgun with him. He plays with it like a toy, throwing it up in the air, taking care not to lose my footing atop the mountain of scrap metal. I call out to the boy, You're gonna kill yourself with that gun, aren't you?" When I see the look in your eyes, I feel like I can just tell. He has the same expression that I'd seen on the lady's face, and my own. I know we've only just met, and it's not like I know what goes on inside your head, but you have a unique aura to you. Yeah, I'm planning on dying here. I only brought you up here because I wanted to die at the top of the mountain. Well, actually, I do have another plan. What plan? He points the gun directly towards the city in the distance. I want to kill someone, anyone in that city, doesn't matter who. Just a random, senseless killing. Man, this takes me back to the days when they all used to call me crazy goddamn freak. He speaks in his usual cool and indifferent tone of voice, looking down at me from above. His body has begun to glow pale blue. I hate them all. That's why I want to kill them. And you'll be the witness. The bystander will watch it happen without batting an eye. Doesn't that sound fun? Your life will never be the same after. You'll never forget the feeling of someone die right in front of your eyes. In these stupid, boring days, this stupid, boring existence will finally fucking be over. I stand there in stunned silence, just looking at his expression. Observing it, you could say. You know, the moment you came by, that was when I was just about to end it. So I thought, perfect timing. Since you were already here, might as well have you stay and watch me do it. And watch the orange neon lights of the city reflected in his eyes. Honest eyes that betray the vivid, in a way, raw pain of a boy who's hurting. He continues as emotionless and indifferent as before. I think this is it for me. He clenches his sleeve of his raincoat. Not that a freak like me could live there anymore. I was always looking for a place where I could belong. I never found one in the end. But in this point, none of that matters to me anymore. And yet, despite everything, the two of us are still here, gazing out at the city in the distance. Looking at the city lights, I feel like I can almost hear the sound of people's voices, smell the atmosphere of the city as they go about their lives. We forget ourselves, picturing scenes from memories of a past that never existed. Images of us walking in the city as if swimming in that lukewarm ocean of neon lights. Dreams of days that would never be, a life that we always spoke of having someday, a someday that would never reach. The birth of a new day falling endlessly into the deep darkness of the night. That's when the city lights begin to go out one by one from the left. Was there a lightning strike? Or was it a planned outage? We look on together. It's as if a massive wave washes over the city as the lights go out. I hear the boy sniff beside me, and from below me, the sound of the wind blowing almost like the roaring of the ocean. A kind of tranquility I've never felt before fills the air. One that's like floating weightlessly in the very center of the universe, embraced by the indigo darkness that surrounds us. The sound of the rain no longer reaches me. Parts of my face and his entire body begin to glow, a pale blue like the light of a comet or a neutron star. So this is how a person disappears. Who knows how many people have already died today? How many in the last 10 or 100 years have suffered in a loneliness no one else would ever know? I put my hand on the boy's shoulder. Maybe I've begun to pity him or sympathize with him. No, I think I just want to watch him, to stand beside him and feel him. I'm only observing him. His shoulders are still slender and bony, but I can feel his faint warmth through his raincoat. The sound of our breathing, of our eyes blinking. The faint yet irrefutable proof that in this moment the two of us are still here. Okay, I'm going to dine now. But can I ask you one thing? Yeah. Will you forget about me too, as soon as this is all over? I don't want to forget you. Then, at least remember. He begins, the barrel of the gun pressed to his head, his half-open eyes still fixed on the city lights. Please at least remember that I said. I hate them all, but I love them all too. I should keep going down the highway. Still numb, I take a step forward. Alright, I have one theory I want to check real quick. Okay, she's right here. I don't see him. I figured he'd be here. I'm home. Hey, it's raining like crazy outside, isn't it? You must be tired. Whoa, look, someone's laundry got totally blown away in the wind. Oh, I have a surprise for you. Huh? Ta-da! It's your birthday, remember? So, I got you a present. Oh, right. Was that today? I totally forgot. But, thanks. Can I open it? Of course. You got me a scarf. It's so cute. You know, it's autumn already, and I remember you saying you wanted a scarf. And I got... Oh, and I know you love green, so I thought it would be perfect. Thank you. I love it. I'm sorry. A few days later, I decided to kill myself. It was raining on the beach the day I chose to do it. The sea was clouded with rain. Flocks of seabirds circled overhead. They flew as if blinded by the pale mist. Maybe they were simply surrendering their bodies to the air currents, letting the wind carry them wherever it chose, as they cried out loudly, their bodies thoroughly soaked through by the rain. I washed down a mouthful of sleeping pills I'd saved up with green tea from a vending machine as I listened to the sound of the ocean. I wonder if now I'll finally be able to see my family again. I wondered oddly, optimistically, as I lay there, letting the rain fall on me. On a whim, I reached over and began to feel the various soft and bony parts of my palm with my other hand. I recall thinking, so this is what my own hands feel like. That's when I lost consciousness. Why does solitude feel so good, I wonder? Maybe I'll never be a normal person. Does someone like me still even deserve to be alive? Oh boy. I know it wasn't easy making it here. I'm so sorry I never noticed how much pain you were in. You've come far enough on your own. Let's go home, together. Wait. Is there nothing I can say to make you stay? Is there nothing I can do to make you want to go on living with me? I'm finally free. Looking closely, I spot what appears to be a noose hanging from a tree. I wonder if someone's used it. I bet it'd feel really good to die somewhere deep inside a forest like this. I know it wasn't easy making it here. I'm so sorry I never noticed how much pain you were in. You've come far enough on your own. Let's go home, together. All right. Okay. All right. I'll go with you. I'd always dreamed of killing myself. When it was hard, when I couldn't sleep at night. I wanted to kill myself so badly, I couldn't think about anything else. I'm sorry. It's fine. You're fine the way you are. You and I are both misfits after all. Even though everyone seems to only think of you as this serious, dependable person. I guess I'm the only one who knows the real you. Come on, take off those wet clothes, then you can rest. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. The next time we go on a trip, let's pick a rainy day to go. I think it was being with you that taught me to love the rain. I look up from my bed to see a clear blue sky. A raw, violent blue, whose gaping jaws I almost feel like I'm falling into. Immediately, I start to miss the rain again as a wave of anxiety washes over me. It feels something like despair. I want you to show me all of the ugliest parts of you, he says before he stands up and opens the curtains. The rays of light that shine in through the open curtains softly brush away the dim gray shadows that filled the room. The light is beautiful. Alright, everybody, that's going to be it for Land of Ghosts. I think I captured all 3 endings. What an interesting and beautiful game. I know that these subjects are really difficult to talk about, but sometimes making art of the most horrible things in life helps stir up the most unique or perplexing feelings. And I'm not sure exactly how to describe the feeling of this game. There absolutely is an element of beauty to it. The feelings of finality and freedom, of melancholy and still being tied to the world. And I think the author of this game really tried to have an interesting conversation about exploring those feelings inside of RPG Maker. For me, I could feel the little spike of terror every single time I knew what these characters were about to do. I'm not exactly sure, bringing it back lore-wise, if the author, is this supposed to be like a Twilight area? A land just before life and death, where people kind of have a choice to return or not. And there's clearly a purgatory-esque element to this of wandering along a big road. These are clearly ghosts. I mean, some people are dancing, some people are arguing, some people are still living out the events of their lives, like the chef or cook guy who made the soba noodles. I think it was supposed to be some type of supernatural way to return to life if the person wanted to. There did seem to be some kind of, what would you say, psychic projection, where in this long area where she was walking, she found relics of her family who had died. So she was close to that moment, taking the sleeping pills on the beach and waking up in the hospital. In between those moments is when all of this happened. It was as if it had just happened. There was the car crash, the console, the necklace, the watch. Definitely a bit more intense along the ideas and feelings being explored in this one. So if you feel up to it, feel free to share your thoughts about the game and what you were feeling. All in all, I think it was a very beautiful piece. So I think that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.